with another video. We got to talk about baby Doge because I think right now is a decent time to get in, but I want to talk about the downsides and the upsides into getting in right now as opposed to later. So, first, I guess we can talk about some of the upsides here. One of the upsides to getting in now is what our current price is doing. Right now, we're at 8Z 1400. So, from 8Z 1400 all the way up to here to 8Z 2200 is 57.25% in gains. I say that again, 57.25%. And that's pretty significant considering we were just now at this Fibonacci retracement at 8Z 2200. The 13th of May, we were up there. So it's not that far from May. And it's only in July right now. July 26th, July 27th for some people. But where we are right now is not that far away from 8Z 2200. That's 57.25%. So getting in right now, if we had like a random pump like this, like how we had that huge jump right here, and this happens quite often in Baby Doge, just a random jump out of nowhere. And if we go all the way up to 8Z 2200 again like that, that's 57.25%. So I think getting in right now is not that bad. That's the upside of getting in right now. Now, we are at a point right now where this could be like it's almost like a point where it's like it's either make it or break it. And I think it's going to make it. I think it's going to continue to rise. But let's look at the downside risk. If you were to get in now, your downside risk is actually not too high. So let's go ahead and take this and push it down just a little bit more because we already know the bottom of Baby Doge is 8Z1. So your downside risk is technically only about 30%. Like you can lose about 30% basically, which is honestly not that bad. So you could either possibly lose 30% and you know it will go back up because when it goes to 8Z1, it doesn't stay there for long at all. We watch it time and time again. We hit 8Z1 inside of the 20th of last month. Then we hit 8Z1 again the 5th of April. And then we hit it again the 10th of March. And then we hit it again back here around September of last year. And every single time it hits that level, it immediately recovers. Just the most recent one from this level right here, which is 8Z1, the 22nd of June, all the way up here to the 22nd of July, 1 month. Buying at 8Z1 1 month ago would have you up. Let's see what percentage of this would be. That is 63%. You would have made 63% if you would have bought in at 8Z1 last month and then sold a few days ago, right? And it pretty much would have been a full month of holding. If you would have held that for a full month from the 22nd of June to the 22nd of July, that would have been a 63% gain. And sometimes when you see those gains, you usually got to go ahead and sell them and make them, right? But look, you're really only risking, again, 30% to the downside. And, you know, you can possibly gain 60% on the upside. And I do believe it's going to start going up very soon. It would have been nice if we would have got in a little bit earlier back here at 8Z1. You could wait, or you could get it now and then try to make that jump all the way up to 2200. So you can make the same gains that you would have made if you would have gotten in on June 22nd and gotten out at July 22nd. So I guess you can make the decision if you want to make that trade, make that leap. But it is what it is. There's a lot of good opportunities in Baby Doge. Baby Doge is literally one of the easiest coins to trade, in my personal opinion. I mean, it bottoms out at 8Z1. Anytime you reach 8Z1, just know that's when you want to buy because you're almost guaranteed to make money every single time. Like there's never a time that it hits 8Z1 and it stays below there for a long time. It just does not do that. The price always comes back from that level. And we're close to it, but we're not necessarily at that level. So something to keep in mind. And when it comes to Bitcoin, I mean, we're obviously everything's following Bitcoin still. So I don't really say much on that. But Bitcoin is still lingering in that overbought territory. right? When you look at the RSI, it's still lingering in overbought territory on the daily chart. So it still gives that little dark undertone where it's like there's a possibility that it could crash at any time, but there's still the possibility that it can take off just for a little bit longer, but it doesn't have much strength left until we, start building that momentum up. Now, the GDP growth rate's coming out on the 30th. Fed press conference, Fed interest rate decision is coming out on the 30th for the US. That's a really big deal for the stock market. So it also flows into the crypto market. So you might see some tailwind from that on the 30th. So, yeah, again, we got the job openings 29th, talking about the different jobs that we got and all the openings. The GDP growth rate, we're going to know about that on the 30th. We got a few other things. We have the Fed press conference also on the 30th with this Fed interest rate decision, core PCE month over month, 31st, and all that other stuff. All right. So I think we're gonna have a good week. I think numbers are gonna come out good, and I feel like that is what's gonna end up pushing Bitcoin and the whole crypto market up higher. So we're probably gonna end up seeing like 128K to 130K Bitcoin coming pretty soon. And once that happens, that's probably going to end up being the jump that we need to see in Baby Doge to get to the next high. And the next high probably won't just be 1600. It probably will be all the way up here at 2200 and possibly even the next Fibonacci at 8Z3. Because if you think about it, that is a pretty big gain from where we are now all the way up to this Fibonacci at 8C3. That is about 116%, 116% from where we are now to 8Z3. So let's just say Bitcoin starts going crazy and we just start going crazy too. 116% all the way up there. That's a pretty good gain. So that's another area that you would definitely want to watch out for. Another trade that you could probably make a lot of money on with Baby Doge. So keep that in mind as well. Now, as for everything else with Baby Doge, there's nothing new really going on. They're not really posting nothing like no updates, no new listings, just a little updates to like the Baby Doge Pause app, but just other than that, there's really nothing new. And they can't really do much new now. They'd have to be really innovative if they want to, because like we're listed on almost every single exchange. We just need Coinbase, Crypto.com, and Kraken, and Robinhood, Webull. Then after that, we're pretty much done. Um, that's pretty much all. And then if you think about like where their money is going, like I mean, maybe they can update the website more, but they've already done that. Maybe they can do some marketing. I think that's a good area where we should really be focused on is marketing, especially during the bull run. We should be doing massive marketing campaigns, paying different influencers, paying different websites to have us posted slap dab right on the front. Just paying a bunch of outlets like Cointelegraph, uh, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, paying these type of things to put banner ads up for us. Just all those sorts of things that comes with marketing. Like we need to do the utmost of marketing. Like that money that we keep seeing coming out of the developer contract needs to be put to marketing. I don't know if they are doing it, but I'm not seeing the marketing myself. So I'm not seeing the marketing anywhere. Maybe they are marketing it on the low, but yeah, not seeing it. But anyways, hopefully this money that we see that keeps flowing out actually goes to something like marketing because that's what we really need. And that's just what it is. And we see this is just a transaction that just happened 8 days ago. I already talked about these transactions. No new transactions have happened since then. But yeah, these transactions are slowly but surely being cashed out. So we definitely need to see some marketing dollars being put into Baby Doge to help grow the project. But yeah, this is all I have for you guys. Pretty much hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want me to go over next. And as always, I'll be back with another video.